Welcome, FNusa57 here. Once again, I'm back on my Xbox Series X, and today I will be showing you how to get what I think is the best XP farm per time invested and mission. Now, it is only available for a limited time, and I don't know if they will ever bring this back, so take advantage of it while you can. But this will allow you to level an operative here on Rainbow Six Extraction, or Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction, in 2 or 3 matches, and the matches go by relatively quick. So, yesterday the game updated, and the second ever assignments mission came out. This is called Kick the Anthill, and in this particular mission, it's a little chaotic mission, but as long as you have a decent team, because you can't do this by yourself, the game will not let you. It'll put you in as a solo queue and find you other team members. But as long as you have a halfway decent team or a couple of friends to play with, this mission is far easier than most random missions, and I will explain exactly why here in a second. But as you can see, I have multiple operatives that are all level 10 now, and very close to 10. You can take a level 1 operative into this mission, and within 3 games at most, depending on if you make it to the end or not, you will be level 10. It is phenomenally easy. I just recommend that you follow the tips I laid out in my previous video, my beginner to advanced tips, and if you have a fuse on the team, it'll make it ridiculously easy. So obviously this mission takes place on critical difficulty, and a lot of people are running regular missions on critical difficulty, but the problem with regular missions is you don't know exactly what objectives you're going to get, you don't know exactly what layout of enemies you're going to get, you don't know exactly where the objectives or enemies will be, and sometimes you may get easy objectives, sometimes you may get more difficult objectives, or more difficult modifiers or mutations. With that being said, there is a problem right now with the quick play feature for this, so it works best if you have 2 other players to play with. While the estimated wait time is usually like less than 30 seconds for this mission, sometimes you get stuck in a glitch where it just never lets you actually deploy into the mission. So just bear that in mind. Basically, you're going to have 2 high-density zones in each of the individual 3 subzones, and inside those zones is where all of the enemies will be. This is also where all of the lootables will be. So it makes it very easy because you don't need to search around the map, you don't need to worry about staying silent and suppressed, and all you need to do is make sure that you have a halfway decent team. So most people are going to have several different level 10s, or at least close to level 10s. Obviously, there isn't much of a point in running a level 10 on this, but I'll show you the XP. So to give you a general idea on the XP, it is approximately 150,000 XP. And ideally, for the most XP, you will have 1 person that is using either a drone or 1 person that is using the scan grenade. So if you have the scan grenade, it's a later unlock. It does make things go faster because you don't have to wait for the drone. You just toss it at the wall and be done. Otherwise, I recommend the paralysis grenade, and it's personal preference if you want to run body armor or not. If you have a good medic, which would be Doc, or a good Rook, you don't really need the body armor. But if you don't have those classes, especially if you're just solo queuing it, then definitely bring in body armor, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to try to make it nice and clean, and I'm going to run Fuse, even though I already have Fuse at level 10, so this is a waste as far as the XP goes, because you can't earn any more XP or any more levels over level 10, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you how we run this. And right off the bat, you can tell, if you followed my tips and tricks, you can tell how many crates are on the map. But what you want to do, especially if you're playing Fuse, you want to find a good spot to deploy your cluster charge. You want everybody to get in position to breach, ideally 2, if not 3 different points for breaching. Breaching in 3, 2, 1.
Blowing cluster charge.
Breach and have everybody breach the points from different angles at ideally the same time. If you need to, use abilities on rooters. Remember, the nests are armored and the nests are toxic, and you'll be able to clear that nest area pretty damn quick. Ideally, you want to actually wait until you have the drone scan done, but if you don't have the drone scan done, then, you know, so be it. You get more points, but really that's part of having a coordinated team. Remember to share all the supplies and whatnot. I use the med kit just because I really want to get this done quick. And you need to find a good spot. If you're playing Fuse, find a good spot to go ahead and deploy your charge. And then position your team so that you're breaching from at least 2 different entry points. You can get an idea what the enemies are. Breaching in 3, 2, 1. My teammate breached ahead of my countdown, but that is what it is. Watch out for the fact that the nests do have poison gas. You don't have to worry. You want to breach quickly and cleanly. The longer that you remain in combat, these are aberrant nests. The problem is they're going to continue to spawn enemies. Obviously, mark for your team. Health kits. If you don't have a dock, everybody should take a health kit. If your Fuse isn't level 10, Fuse gets priority on the ability crates. If your Fuse is level 10, then it really doesn't matter. And, you know, whoever needs the ability crate can get it. Disperse ammo as needed. Pretty much standard gameplay mechanics. If your Fuse is at level 10, you're going to regen those breaching charges. Well, not breaching charges, sorry, my bad. The cluster charge. I always call them breaching charges. And then move to the airlock where you're going to find a whole bunch of stuff. Usually there's quite a few crates. I only have 37 health left, so everyone else has that. I'll just grab the med kit. There's another ability crate here. And you just want to move your team through as quickly as possible, basically.
Heartbeat sensor deployed.
I regen my breaching, my cluster charges, so I'm good right now. You guys grab the ammo and react tech. We'll burn through this area. Pickups are only going to be in the safe rooms and in the actual high contamination areas that we need. Now, these guys do have the react lasers, which is nice. I mean, I wish that I had the react laser. I don't have that just yet. Just need to find a good spot. As always, that's the hard thing. You want to find the best spot for placing this breaching charge. Man, I do it every time I call it a breaching charge, but it's just a cluster charge.
Look, ammo.
And then spread out. There should be another entry point, which there isn't, so we're just going to start shooting through the wall, basically. Alright, breaching in 3, 2, 1.
Detonating cluster charge.
Oh, there.
My target is priority.
And there's a couple different spots, depending on the map, exactly where these rooms will be. But they're pretty easy. You want to pick the highest density area in terms of enemies and nests for your breaching cluster charge. Sorry. And ideally, you don't want to be at a point where you have one of the drones in front.
Eliminate my target.
Breaching in 3, 2, 1.
Blowing cluster charge.
My target. Go. No mercy. My target. You handle. I got you.
And that's why we run those paralysis grenades.
Head over to the earth. Confirmed.
You're reaping the rewards of your efforts. Don't stop just yet.
Regroup on my position.
Getting out.
My ability is already charged. You guys can take the crates.
No.
Airlock sequence. Signs of transition in effect.
I bet I could actually go faster on this too. If you kept running with the same team. If you're running with the same team, then what you want to do is you want to rotate fuse and have each person run fuse one time. And then rotate it. This way everybody gets to play the character and then also play other characters. Look for the best breaching point. It can be slightly different. This is probably going to be our best bet right there. Breaching in 3, 2, 1.
Cluster charge going live.
People attacking the enemy. My target. Go. No mercy. Stepping down my +1.
Now it is possible to get some extra XP.
Throwing device.
You get extra XP by shooting through the walls, getting penetration kills, getting explosive kills, and of course scanned target bonus, which makes it a lot easier if you have the scan grenade or the drone. Sometimes there's a nest that's in a bit of an awkward place. And then as far as enemies are concerned, I would say Tormentors and Smashers. Tormentors and Smashers are probably the worst things that you're going to have to deal with.
Identity zone stabilized.
I recharge.
When you get to this last zone, you can also use more than one of these cluster charges if you want. But, you know, that's personal preference, and that also greatly depends on your fuse level.
Cluster charge live.
That guy already breached. So like in this case, we are going to use more cluster charges because why not? It doesn't really matter.
Placing cluster charge.
See, my teammate breached too early. He breached by himself there. And because he breached by himself, he took the blunt of these enemies. He also took damage, just like I took damage from that green gas from the nest being destroyed. So that's always something to keep in mind. Get rid of your lurkers. Get rid of your rooters. These are the guys that are going to do the most damage. Lurkers, rooters. Sowers aren't too bad, usually by themselves. But you can't stay back. You have to push in on these nests. And that's why you have to breach as a team. If you're not breaching as a team, then you're not going to be able to push through and clear out these enemies fast enough. Plus, like I said, remember, you're taking that damage from the gas grenade. Or not gas grenade, sorry, but the damage from the green nests. Where's that Tormentor going? Alright, we got him.
Rescuing squad.
It wasn't as clean as it could be, but
At the extraction point.
we gotta go up. That's what happens if you don't breach as a team. If you don't breach as a team, then one person inevitably takes more damage or enemies start flanking.
Casualty down.
Now, it's not going to affect your XP that much if, you know, all 3 of your players don't survive. So if somebody's in foam like that, they're still going to get the extraction bonus on the XP that they earned. They're just not going to earn any additional kills, tactics, or obviously health bonus XP. So I would say statistically the Fuse, if they're good, probably earns the most XP. But as long as the player's good, you can earn a lot of XP. So, you know, looking there at the breakdown, you get your XP for the health that you have, you get your XP for kills that you make, and you get your XP for tactics. At the end of the day, with the 120% extraction bonus, I came out with 52,984 XP. Like I said, usually Fuse will get the most XP. The next guy has 49,429 XP. And even the guy that died, he died right there at the end, but because we were able to still complete the mission and extract successfully, he still got 43,164 XP. So that's a lot of XP for a mission that you can plan accordingly and execute every single time. If I didn't push in on that last section, we probably could have completed it with almost no damage taken. And also because of the amount of XP that you earn, assuming you complete it, any operatives that you had that were injured are going to pretty much be at full health after just completing it one time. So literally, you can take a level 1 operative, get them to about around somewhere between like level 6, around level 6 or 7-ish on the first game. And then you'll usually get them to like high level 8, almost level 9, or level 9 on the second game. And if you do really, really well, like stacking your penetration bonuses and scan bonuses and everything, you could even get them to 10 in just 2 games. Now, like I said, you can't do this solo. You could try to queue up with 2 people and solo clear each zone so you got more XP from the kills, but that would be rather difficult to do. Overall, it's extremely easy to farm that XP. And I should show, this is the last achievement that I got, just to throw this out there. The Specialist achievement, you need to earn at least 30,000 XP on 5 assignment or crisis incursions. It does not have to be 5 different assignment or crisis incursions. You can literally run the same assignment mission 5 times. And as long as you're earning over that 30,000 XP, which is after your extraction bonus, it's ridiculously easy to do. So this also functions as a Specialist achievement guide. Now, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Leave a comment in the comment section. I will do my best to help you guys out. And if you enjoyed the video, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button and, of course, subscribe for more content. Let me know also what you think of this for an XP farm. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that took me about 15 minutes to earn about 50,000 XP. I'm going to say that's really good, in my opinion. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, thy legion, stay frosty.